Good morning everyone and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. That's Cinnamon and I'm Mel. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you spending your time with us. We're in the milking stall. Most mornings you'll find me here. And we have a lineup of ladies, different ladies, waiting to come in and see what all the fuss is about. Now I've got to concentrate because Cinnamon's fairly new to us. And though she's been beautifully behaved, we have seen slight signs of possible mastitis. So I've got to keep switched on. But this video is going to be about how we found Cinnamon and welcomed her to our family, along with her babies. So stay tuned and we hope you enjoy. Now what you see here is us using Sophie. Sophie's the gentlest of all the calves. Cinnamon came with Basil, her birth son, who is now a steer and up in the feeder paddock. He's a beautiful young fella and he loves to have a pat and stuff, so when we go up there we give him lots of snuggles. She also came with two adopted heifer calves. So we have Coco and Biscuit, and we are keeping their names because we think they're very cute. The lady we got them off was absolutely amazing. She gave me lots of information on them, and yeah, I also got a heap of really cool stuff with it, like a cream separator and some organic foods and another milking container and all that sort of stuff. So loads of really cool things. But anyway, so that's how that came about. And she was just looking for a really loving home where that they could keep. Hey, Deirdre, stop that. See how she was rubbing on the calf? She does that when she's impatient and I'm not cool with it. Anyway, the reason we are doing this is to make sure she's completely empty, because that's the number one issue with mastitis, is having anything left inside. So once that's done, what I've been doing, because she came to us with like teat pox, which is like little tiny blisters all over the udder, mainly the teats actually, and you know, they get gross. So this, I'm using different canisters for different cows because the milk that we're getting out of her at the moment we are giving to the Grace's bottle goat and the lambs, because we don't want any contamination in our milk. And if the milk's not perfect, then we discard it, piglets or whatever, doesn't matter, but we do have to get it out. So I've been using this beautiful stuff. It's by doTERRA. I've used doTERRA for a long time. I've talked about it on my channel before. It's basically got frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, tea tree or melaleuca, it's listed on here, and lavender. It's an external cream, but it is something that I think could definitely go internal, but you don't need to because it sort of sinks in through the skin. And I'll show you her teats now before we if you ever let go of them. They're actually looking amazing. They started out very bad. I'll put a photo in the corner there for you to see where we started. You can see where the sort of scar tissue is from those pox. But yeah, her teats are becoming very soft and supple. And yeah, so what I do when she's finished eating is I'll remove the calf, tie her back off, ready to use her for the next cow. I'll wash her udder again with On Guard Cleaner Concentrate diluted in warm water. Make sure it's fully clean and dry, and then I'll apply the Correct-X. Good girl. That's a girl. Now this stuff is only, I think when you're a member with doTERRA, it's only about, I know it started out at $16 when I first joined. I think it's about $18 a tube now. And the good thing about it is there's nothing dangerous or toxic in it at all. It's all natural essential oils, and the carrier oil they use in it is also nice and natural. So it causes no danger to anyone. The calves, the mama, or us humans, if this ended up getting in the milk, which it doesn't, because as you know, we clean the teats really thoroughly before each milking. But now that we've got it on there, because this is the quarter we think is a little bit affected, I put a little bit extra on and we spread it out around the top. We want it to really sink in there, get it all over the fluff, all over her hair, really massage it in. And you can see where the scarring is from the last calves and from the pox. This beautiful ointment just goes on. It's nice and moisturizing, keeps her teats nice and soft and supple, but it is also healing everything at the same time. And these look so much better than they did when she came to us. Deirdre, get back, please. Get back, please. Back. Back. I like the cows to give space for the last cow to come out. So goose fight. Never a dull moment, hey? You right there, Cinnamon? You're still learning about this place, aren't you, darling? Hey? She's not as relaxed as she could be in the stand, but she's a lot better than she was. Obviously, there's a process of like settling in and that sort of stuff. It takes a bit of time. She really only took a week, maybe 2. And she's beautiful. She's got the most beautiful nature about her. Now, the plan was to on-sell her, but I actually don't think I'm going to be able to. She is an absolute sweetheart. And also, if she's shown any signs of getting mastitis or anything like that, I don't like to pass on problems. So, and I know how to manage it. So we'll just keep an eye on that. And the decision's not made yet, but we think we might be keeping her. She's an absolute sweetheart and a brilliant mum. So yeah, I'm going to let her out, and then Deirdre's next. That is Biscuit. So that is one of Cinnamon's babies, or adopted babies. She thinks it's her baby. And we've brought her in for quietening. We don't use her to get the milk let down because she's very rough, and we've just started healing the teats, so we don't want that, right? So we did a big trip down to Donnybrook, which is a beautiful part of WA down in the southwest. It's so lovely. If you're from here, make sure you go and see it. Like, there's a cool little place called Gnomesville on your way down there, and it winds through the most beautiful bush / farmland, because there's farms nestled in there as well. It's hilly and beautiful. Go and see it for yourself. Whether you're from WA or you're traveling here, make a point of seeing it. It is spectacular. Yeah, so we did the drive down there and we went through Gnomesville. I'll put the clip of us walking through Gnomesville when we were down there, because that was part of the journey. all that hay. Hey Cinnamon, Basil, Biscuit and Coco. How you guys going? It's a nice fit in this float. Beautiful. What's all that you got there, guys? Surrounded by
bloody bottles. So annoying.
Milk bottles, cream bottles, a cream separator.
Yeah, cream.
Oh my god, we just got the best deal I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I like this fall, Mel. I love this trip over. I tripped over hard and it feels good. Had to put a halter on because she was looking out the back door and I don't want her to think, oh, I might just toss myself out of here. She was jumping around like an idiot. When we were driving. Hello babies, how you going? So she's tied on and there's no way of getting out. Good girl. Adjust that. Hey, good girl. It was a awesome little trip on one of the worst weather days we could have had this year, and yeah, all kinds of dramas went on. We came back through the inland way through Collie, which is a beautiful drive, but not a lot of service, so there's a whole story behind that too. We got lost. It was a whole thing. But the cows travelled beautifully, offloaded beautifully, and have been doing great ever since they got here. So yeah, that's pretty much the story of Cinnamon. And we think she's about 5, according to the previous owner. So these are her 4th. This is her 4th calf. So seeing as he's, well, what's he, 7, 8 months. She's 8 months into her lactation, so we've put her straight in with Jetson, so she could definitely afford to get pregnant and have another baby. But we have taken her down to 1 milking a day. She's a big producer, has a massive udder. We want to get that udder right and try and dry her off so that we can start afresh with the next calf. So yeah, that's the story behind Cinnamon. And yeah, I'm going to import some clips here of just the first few days / week of having her here. I want you to sit still so she feels comfortable, please. Finally got her to let down. We had to use Coco because Biscuit was not hungry. There's milk flowing now. She's still not comfortable enough to eat. She'll get there. She's just sussing things out. We are going to milk her tomorrow. We have to get her back in the routine. Good girl, Coco. Cinnamon. Good girl, Cinnamon. No silly behaviour, girl. It's okay. It's okay. And this calf is Coco, and we're using her to get Cinnamon to let her milk down just while she's new and settling in, so that we don't have to remove everyone from her before she settled in and made a relationship with one of our other cows or some of our other cows. We are going to put Coco out with Bessie and anyone else who's due to be weaned, the girls that are due to be weaned, because they're in the electric fence paddock, which is the safest one right away from the bull. And then once we've done that with Coco for a bit, we're going to do the same with Biscuit and make sure they're fully quietened. They can be touched all over, led around, handled, lifted feet up, all that sort of thing. We'll probably even work on having their horns removed so that they are ready to either breed and add into our herd or on sell to the next home.
Come on, little ones.
Coming out, babies?
She's about to have her babies.
Sorry.
So Cinnamon is in the milking stanchion. She's standing beautifully, and we've cleaned this gorgeous udder. Beautiful long hand milking teats. There's milk in there, but she is holding it up nice and high because she's a bit nervous. So this is the first time she's been milked in the stanchion, other than her dairy life. So we're going to use little Coco. Just, over, Open this gate up, the back gate. She's in the head bale, so it's fine. We had to lead her in, and she's better on a halter than we thought. Open it up, sweetie. That's it. Now, untie the baby and bring her closer. Her name? Biscuit. Biscuit. Deb would love that. Hand it to me around here. Just hand me a piece of it. She's nice and close for me to release her and get her mum to let the milk down. You can eat there, sweet girl. Come on. Start eating. Yummy.
Hello.
Good girl. The lady's waiting to be milked. Hey, beautiful. Go see the other cows. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Bessie! Yes, you did hear that correctly. Bessie got out, and she's only 9 months old. She climbed in with the bull and was in with him, I'm guessing, overnight. So we called our vet and got a nice injection of prostaglandin to make sure that she doesn't get pregnant too soon. Bessie! Bessie! Good girl, Cinnamon. Come on, Bessie. Bessie. Come on, girl. Come, Bessie. Come on, Bessie. Come on, girl. And here the little brat comes. We put her back in the paddock with the calves where she's meant to be and gave her her injection. Get through. Oh. Here is where the calves are all meant to be. The only boy in here is Tom, but he gets taken over to the grow out paddock for the steers. And all the girls, they stay in here with Whisper, the horse, until they're old enough to go with the bull. Yeah, the actual metal one hurts more.
She farted. She farted. Was it a fart? What, food?
Ooh, got ya. Everyone knows what that little white line is about. Good stuff. I'm stuck in here. The fence is working.
Finally.
What are you doing, ladies? Your babies are running. Look at their faces. They're like, what's happening here? What's happening here? What's happening?
So your moo's all better?
That does sound like your moo is all better. Oh, that's your babies. How was that? Got her. This side's not electric. The cow symphony.
We're not going to be able to sleep. I really like her bellow because it's not too loud.
It's deep, not loud.
It's more of a...
Get zapped again. We haven't even checked the ones on the other side. We should do that.
Was they fighting when they do that?
No, it's a like ouch.
You don't do it again. Why don't you just learn from the first one?
I forgot. Once I forgot to tell Dad that the pig fence was on, and he got zapped.
Did he make that sound?
Yes. That made it sound like he was right.
Poor Clementine and Deirdre got left back here.
They're okay. We're less than a week with Cinnamon, and we've got her willingly coming into the milking stand to have her breakfast. We milked her yesterday and the day before. She does hand milk and machine milk. She's quite used to the stand now, quite happy to be in here. She's just a little bit skinnier than we'd like. She had her birth baby, which is a little steer called Basil. He came with us with, the package. And then we have Biscuit and Coco, which were her adopted heifer calves. They're about 5 months old now. So time to be weaned, but Miss Cinnamon is a very good mama and she likes to feed them. So we've taken Coco off and Basil's over the back getting fat because he's going to be another beef cow. And we're just trying to put some condition on Cinnamon. So we gave her some Coforta, which is B12 and phosphorus. And we wormed her because obviously we don't know what she's had. What are you girls doing in here? Out, 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 out. They make a mess of my milking stall. And currently, we have nowhere to put them. Oh, you're okay. You don't have to stress, Cinnamon. You don't have to stress, darling. You can eat as much as you like. I wasn't telling you to get out. So yeah, she's a pretty girl, aren't you, Cinnamon? Hey? You look like a teddy bear with your big fluffy ears. She's doing really well. She doesn't mind being patted and all that sort of stuff. Go along here. She has... It's okay, honey. I'm just going to sit. You're okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit here. And I'm going to do that without doing anything because I'm trying to get her used to it at her will. I wanted to show you guys her beautiful udder and teats. Hey? Good girl. Good girl, Cinnamon. She doesn't want any feed. She's full up. She's calling Biscuit. So Biscuit is who we left on her because Biscuit's the smaller of the two heifer calves, but also the nicer of the two. Good girl, Cinnamon. Look at those teats. They are some giant hand milking teats. Hey? She doesn't have any blind quarters. Well, this is too many cows in the morning. Thank you, Bonnie, Deirdre and Cinnamon for teaching them the routine. I love the evenings when I get to come in and reunite the mamas and their babies. But that's the end of this video. I want to say a huge thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed this video. And welcome to the family, Cinnamon. We know we're going to have many awesome years with milking you and you producing babies for the farm. That's it for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up and comment below with anything you've got to tell us. We love the comments. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. It helps us out heaps and we love knowing you're there. Until the next video, take care of each other and bye for now.